I'm Tim Jaeger. I'm here with Scott Gerber, Tube Dude. We're going to talk today with Scott about Tube Dude as art. How was this all conceived?
It was conceived out of being in a really dark place. You know, we were going to lay a lot of people off from work. We were yacht builders. They were as opposite of this as you could ever get. And so the Tube Dude wasn't anything that we actually thought of. It was just something that I was on my way to work one day, and a thought came into my mind and said, "You're going to make a stick man today," and that's what I did. I was one of those guys that would rather fight than ask, "How can I help?" You know, I was just one of those guys. Not a fuzzy, feely, warmy, hugging kind of guy or anything like that. But I found myself as humbled as anybody could ever be. And so I made 4 Tube Dudes that held up signs that said smile, be nice, say thank you, stuff like that. And I put them all over town. And there was no way that you could trace them back to individuals. And why were you doing this? Or any of the other stuff. And it was stupid, and it was silly, and I was embarrassed to do it. But it made me feel good.
That's what it's all about.
And I think that's what made it flip over. That's what turned it into, well, this makes me happy, it makes me smile, I want one of my own. That was pretty good. Did you think seriously that when I took what little money I had to build 4 of these things, and I was putting them up and I'm doing this because I'm going to be the next Rockefeller, I'm going to be the next, you know, whammo hula hoop guy. It was strictly out of trying to make people feel better.
One of the things that I'm thinking of is that the biggest misconception is that nobody knew what you were up to. Is that from inside of the art world, what I was starting to gather before, and this is why I'm happy that we're having this conversation, is that they viewed Tube Dude as one person for the most part that was making these sculptures deemed as a form of, for lack of better words, high art. And nobody understands exactly that it's not just a form that's bent, curved, and painted, and well made. The greater function is that it brings people together in our community. Can you respond to that?
The birth of a dude. A customer walks through our door, says, "I absolutely love your Tube Dudes. They make me smile, they make me happy, I want them. What do we need to do?" So we'll sit down with them and we'll say, "What does your happiness aura look like? Tell me, you know, what you want to display to the rest of the world." You know, all we do is we try to build as much of that happiness into what we're building. Make it as whimsical, make it as exact of what they're trying to express, of what they want it to do, and that's what we build. And no way do we sit back and look at it and go, "Well, that's the next Picasso." You know, is this what's going to make our customer happy? You know, a lot of people don't realize that about 20% of every single thing that comes through this door or goes out the door, it's getting given to a charity to raise money. I mean, that's something that we're really, really proud of. We've got 6 pieces back there right now that are going to different charities all over the state of Florida right now. That, you know, because our dudes grab a lot of attention at auctions, and people love to bid on them and whatnot, and it's great. Probably the biggest thing that we have lined up for Tube Duders right now is we just recently got a $100,000 EDC grant, and with that grant, we are going to create 44 jobs that are all created within our community. We are situated in a what they call a hub zone, historical underutilized business zone, which basically means at one time this was a very popular area. You know, they had put in all the infrastructure, plumbing, they got the roads, they got everything, and then something happened, business shifted, and so the people still live here, but they don't have jobs anymore. So we actively search the area, for people that live within this area, and try to give them jobs. I mean, we're really proud to say that since we opened up our doors back in March, that we've taken 3 homeless people off the street and given them full-time jobs. I mean, these people didn't have enough money to get the $4 to get into the Salvation Army across the street. And that's probably one of the proudest things that we've done. We've also set up, we have distributors set up in 28 different states right now. So we have distributors outside of the state of Florida that are making money. We have a distributor we just set up in Paris, and now they're making money off of Tube Dude. So that's Tube Dude. Tube Dude also has 2 other companies that we're bringing into our area here. One of them is our powder coating company, which will employ somewhere between 12 to 18 people. And then we have another company called Creative Outdoor Solutions, which is outdoor art. And that again, somewhere between 12 and 18 employees.